Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Honorable Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Ministers, Cabinet Ministers, Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Members of Parliament, and ladies and gentlemen. So I would like to also take this time to congratulate you on your appointment as a Speaker of this House. And I wish to convey my best wishes to you, sir, during your tenure of the Fijian Parliament. And I also like to join the other members of this House in congratulating the Fiji team for winning the Dubai Sevens. I rise today to brief this August House on the recently announced Fiji Year 8 examination provisional results 2024, since all its students are given 30 days to apply for recount and remarking of scripts. As a nation committed to the advancement of our education, the overall pass rate of 69%, Mr. Speaker, sir, is a significant indicator of the progress we are making, as well as the challenges that lie ahead of us. First and foremost, I would like to take this time to extend my congratulations to the students who worked diligently throughout the year to achieve these results. Mr. Speaker, sir, recently there has been a lot of criticisms, exaggeration, and blame game with reference to the 2024 Fiji 8 examination provisional result pass rate and the failing numbers. So, at this point, I wish to emphasize on a quote by Carl Sagan, an American astronomer. I quote, "One of the criteria for national leadership should therefore be a talent for understanding, encouraging, and making constructive use of vigorous criticism," unquote. Mr. Speaker, sir, the ministerial statement will provide a comprehensive analysis of the provisional results for 2024 and will also highlight key trends and insights, as this information will be useful to students, to parents, to stakeholders, to teachers, and policymakers in making informed decisions and planning for the future. But before I move on, Mr. Speaker, I would like to highlight in this House some of the initiatives that the coalition government undertook when it came into office. We started off with the re-engagement of retirees. We reviewed the retirement age policy from 55 to 60 to allow teachers to continue on their teaching programs. We removed the no job policy. We conducted the Fiji National Education Summit. We also established the new Education Commission, Mr. Speaker, sir. We also undertake visitations to schools in the rural and maritime areas and took the opportunity to listen to the inquiries, the concerns that have been raised by teachers and stakeholders, and try to the best of our ability to accommodate the concerns that they raised. We also restructure the curriculum department within the Ministry of Education with putting in the right resources and the exact number of personnel to ensure that the heartbeat of the Ministry of Education, which is the curriculum department unit, plays a very important role and they be resourced accordingly. Also, Mr. Speaker, sir, we introduced the school chaplaincy and also the school board of governors. All of these, Mr. Speaker, sir, were undertaken to try and improve on the education system. Mr. Speaker, sir, I also wish to take this time to reiterate that the national pass rate for the last 8 years, from 2015 to 2024, has shown fluctuation over the years, and with a notable decline in 2022 and significant increase in 2029. The highest national pass rate for Fiji 8 exam was achieved in 2024 and also in 2029, which is 69%. The lowest point was observed in 2022 with a national pass rate of 62%. Mr. Speaker, sir, with the limited information that is within the ministry, we could only gather information from 2018. The number of enrolled students in year 8 from 2018, 16,954 were enrolled, and the pass rate was around 59%. In 2019, 17,396, and the pass rate was 69%. In 2022, number of enrolled, 17,924, and the pass rate was 62%. In 2023, number of enrolled, 19,554, the pass rate was 67%. And in 2024, number of enrollment, 19,396 students with a pass rate of 69%. So as you compare the rural and urban, the number that's set in the rural areas, 7,914, and the pass rate was around 66%. In the urban areas, 11,054, pass rate of 71%. Mr. Speaker, sir, the trend for results in rural areas compared to urban centers depicts that more students are not performing well at schools located in rural areas. For instance, in 2017, number of pass rates in the rural areas 61% and urban areas 73%. In 2018, 51% in rural areas and 65% in urban areas. In 2019, 64% in rural areas and 73% in urban areas. In 2022, 57% in rural areas and 66% in urban areas. And 23% for 2023 in rural areas, 63%, and urban areas, 70%. And in 2024, 66% has increased from 2023 in 2024 in rural areas, and urban areas, 71%. So I'd like to also share the ethnicity breakdown of students enrolled and set the exam in Fiji Year 8. For Itaukei, number of students that set, 13,714, pass rate, 67%. For Indian students, 4,449, number of pass, 73%. For Rotumans, 648, number of pass, 76%. And the other students, 157 that set, number of pass, 78%. Mr. Speaker, sir, the reasons for the fluctuation of results, the 2024 provisional year 8 examinations over the last 8 years, and this included but not limited the curriculum challenges. The curriculum is not aligned well with student needs and interest and local context. And we take heed of the call by the Honorable Prime Minister. There is a need to review the curriculum of the Ministry of Education. The high student-teacher ratio, the overcrowded classrooms can reduce individual attention and support for students. The poor school management, weak leadership, lack of planning, and inadequate monitoring of academic performance. Student-related factors, the low academic preparedness, students attending Year 8 classes with weak foundation skills in key subjects such as mathematics and literacy, lack of motivation and disinterest in learning or lack of understanding about the importance of education, behavioral issues, disruptions in class or lack of discipline among students and stakeholders, attendance problems, irregular school attendance due to illness, family responsibilities, or lack of interest, parental and family factors, limited engagements of parents in their children's education, and such as is not monitoring of homeworks or attending school meetings. Parents also are noted to be not supervising and monitoring their students' schoolwork at home or homework. There seems to be a need to improve on the educational issues regarding curriculum reviews, curriculum changes to accommodate the changing needs of the inadequate teacher recruitment and retention strategies. Overemphasis on note learning and exam results rather than conceptual understanding. Community factors like issues like violence, substance abuse, lack of access to support services, lack of access to digital learning, as evidenced in the school visit in the rural and maritime areas, the lack of accessibility, particularly during periods of remote learning. Unclear or overly difficult exam questions that do not reflect the curriculum that has been taught. Weak systems of monitoring in addressing individuals or group learning deficit. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I said, alluded to earlier, this is not only limited to this list, but there are other contributing factors as well. And addressing these factors require a collaborative approach among schools, among families, among policymakers, among the community, to create a supportive learning environment and an effective education system. There's always a general question that has been raised: catering for students who have failed. So, as a way forward, the Ministry of Education is looking at introducing technical vocational education training at a lower level of from year 8 or year 9. And also we have to review the so-called no repeat policy to allow students to go through this process, the automatic progression. This is something that we have explored to see how many of those students over the past years that I've mentioned have automatically progressed into year 9. We found that, sir, that there is a lack of monitoring tools, but we've noted that in the 2023-2024, there have been a steady increase in those that enroll in year 9, and maybe we can contribute that to the $200 back to school that was issued in this for those students who are enrolled in the education system. Mr. Speaker, sir, the current practice is that all students who have completed in year 8, the primary school level, are supposed to be enrolled in year 9 at secondary school. And this is something that we are trying to review and also monitor. And I also wish to inform this August House that all students completing year 8 examination and also for year 9 in 2025, we will have to review the recruitment policy accordingly. On the same note, Mr. Speaker, sir, any parents or guardians who still faces difficulty in enrolling their children at year 9, they will have to contact our district officers so they can be assisted accordingly. Mr. Speaker, sir, English has an average national percentages pass rate of 70% in the last 3 years. Mathematics, however, has been low over the last 3 years, achieving 41% national pass rate. And we are working on reviewing the teaching contents and also the mathematics paper accordingly. So I wish to assure this August House that the team from the Ministry of Education are collaboratively working together to improve the year 8 results. An ongoing review of the curriculum will be conducted to ensure it is relevant, it is aligned with the needs of the 21st century, fostering critical thinking and problem-solving skills among our students. We've also set ourselves to have strict monitoring of head of schools for schools which fall under the Hope School category for the last 3 consecutive years, and circular to this effect has been sent targeting such schools. We're also reviewing the automatic progression of students, and also school visits will be undertaken targeting individual Hope schools and follow-up schools. Also working on trying to increase the outreach to maritime and remote rural schools. So I have a list of strategies that is here, but I think I'm compressed for time. This year's result serve as a reminder, sir, that education is a shared responsibility. And it takes the collective effort of the students, of the teachers, of the parents, of the Vanua, of the Lotu, and the government to ensure that our children receive quality education. With those words, Mr. Speaker, sir, I encourage all stakeholders to take inspiration from the achievements of our students and to work collaboratively towards enhancing our education system. Because together we can ensure that Fiji remains a place where every child has the opportunity to not only learn, to grow, and to succeed. Nasa Wali.
Thank you. I thank the Honorable Aseri Radrodro.